I'm like tired too, man. Holy shit. I feel like I was about to fall asleep before I turned the stream on. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta hold W. Sometimes, you know, you don't really want to enter the site. Sometimes you really don't want to push in. But sometimes you just gotta hold W, you know? My name is Jollz. I'm a Radiant player. If you're enjoying this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe, considering 80% of you guys are still not subscribed. I do these coaching sessions live, so you're more than welcome to swing by the stream and ask questions. If you're interested in coaching yourself, click the link in the description, click the book a lesson button, and select your plan and time. Lastly, if you want a chance to win free coaching, be sure to comment down below your Discord name and why you think you deserve it. I'll be picking out a person randomly. Other than that, enjoy the video. Person we're coaching today is Silver.
People writing articles about the hot tub.
Wait, what is going on in the background? Is this? Are you in class? Are you in a call?
People like it because with
That's Amaranth? Is it? You watching Amaranth on your second? Hey, I don't fault you, you know? And sometimes, you know, you need that motivation to pop off in your rank games. Dude, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm more invested in this interview than I am with the coaching session. You know, honestly, pretty good information in that interview. Oh, what is that? Sage? What you do? What you doing? Whoa. All right, chat. We have our first interesting play. So this smoke, it's okay. It's okay. It smokes off site, but you only have one. And I think it's more important that you smoke off Snowman than it is to smoke this part off. Because he doesn't have two smokes, you only have one. So now you have to pick which is the better spot to smoke. Help your team scale up by throwing a smoke Snowman rather than smoking back site, hoping that your team gets into site. I wouldn't hold this. Got a classic, right?
30 seconds left.
Yeah. The play is fine to play aggressive because you want to do that when you take space like this. But if you have a classic, you don't want to take long range fights. Astra was just way better. Oh, it's a good TP. Nice. Okay, you are jumping into a crouch way too quick, right? You should be taking 2 to 3 shots and then crouching only if you plan on committing to that gunfight. If you want to burst, then you should be strafing. The only manga I've read or... Whoa, trade this kill. Whoa. Yeah, okay. If your teammate is swinging, you want to swing with them. Every time you see your teammate shooting their gun, you want to be there with them to trade the kills. That's what got my movement so clean. Nice shot. Okay, so this was a good flick, but you're crouching when you're bursting is the biggest thing. Be careful with the over crouching. I would practice strafing and bursting in the practice range. Overall, it was still good aim though, right? You got 2 there. 2v1. Reyna's running back A. Okay, clearing is a bit... Okay. Make sure you clear your corners here. This was very sloppy. I'm not a fan of this clear. You need to be more careful with the crosshair placement. You run right by this right side. You want to be more deliberate with your clearing. Envision in your mind that somebody is hiding in that area. That way, you're always prepared for gunfights. Whoa, crosshair placement. What? Okay, so crosshair placement is a big one. You're coming around corners and pre-aiming certain angles instead of all the angles up until that point. Look at the crosshair placement walking up here. What happens if he's here? What happens if he's here? 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 None of these angles are being checked. This is a good example of what happens when your movement is ahead of your crosshair placement. You're moving first and then you're aiming. You want to make sure that these are synchronized. You got to always be careful of where they can and can't be. And okay, he's in a good spot now though. But getting into this spot could have been scary. You got to flash.
One enemy remaining.
revealing area.
Welcome to my world.
If you're gonna ult on Omen, it is good to ult for info. I don't mind it, but I would use this for when your team is trying to scale up into site, right? I would recommend using it only when your team is close to push into the site. I think you kind of got lucky that the Viper ulted, and then you got the info that the Viper was A.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Nice round.
Get out of my way.
I like that they use their smoke, right, to cover for the TP. It's actually really good. I go, whoa, I don't know about this push. This one's a little risky, right? We just made a ton of noise. You smoked yourself off. You gave them a smoke that you're peeking into like 4 different angles with. How did that work? All right, 3v2. That's a good flash. Oh, I would have TP'd. I would have TP'd backside. Good trade. Good attempt. Nice. The only problem with these ults, I think you're doing them too early. This puts pressure on the map, and the enemy team is going to be looking for you. You want to pair this up when your team is pushing into sight. I would wait a tad bit longer until your team has B main control. Oh my lord. Omen? Opping? What in tarnation? That Jet is fuming. There's no way he doesn't type in chat. I give it 2 seconds. Alright, never mind. I know if I would have died by an Omen opping holding mid, I'd be so mad. So you guys can actually go A off of that pick. Usually if that Reyna's pushing, it's because the rest of the team kind of rotated off. Gotta be careful of this mid guy. I think after you clear mid, you should be good. This guy's gonna have to knife out into sight, right? I don't even know if he has time. Oh, he does. He does. Go, go, go. This was a gamble, right? If he was sight, it would have been tough.
Last player standing.
You have to 1v1 the Sage. You have to, like, before they start pushing into backside, right? Yeah, you have to speed it up here a little bit. This was a bit risky for you to let Sova run into sight by himself, but after it paid off, you want to take advantage of that by pushing up way earlier. The whole point of the lurk is to kind of pick off an extra kill, a free kill. Yo, I didn't know that. I didn't know you can do that. That's an interesting play. This was better. The strafing was a lot better. You guys have spike down. You isolate the spike by throwing a smoke down. Okay, good, 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 good.
One enemy remaining.
Here.
Last player standing.
Okay, chat, who's paying attention? What's wrong with this play? Should wait for teammate. Didn't have to peek. No need to swing alone. They have bomb down. It's a 2v1. You just hold the cross. You play off of each other. There is no reason to peek at all. You definitely don't want to give 2 1v1s. That's how you lose the round. Now the Jet's in a 1v1, and who knows what might happen. Usually how it works. What does this buy? If you win pistol round, buy full armor plus Spectre. It's not set in stone, but if you are under Immortal, do that. Trust me. And this is what I mean. This is why it's risky, because you have to understand, like, what's likely to happen. It's a 10-3, they lost pistol. Enemy team is forced to force. And if they're forcing and you're not forcing, it's almost like they are the ones who won the pistol. And now you're at a disadvantage. You are going up against a Spectre right now with light armor because they can't get full. So they have light armor Spectres versus a Ghost Spectre. Who's going to win?
One mid.
Wait, what is that video on the bottom left? They're telling you, like, how to play the agent? Wait, they're showing the plays? Wait, I didn't know that's a thing. There's apps now that teach you how to play the game live. That's crazy. Okay, chats, here's another one for you. What's wrong with these peaks? There's a lot of things. Realistically, there's a lot of things wrong, right? You're too close to the angle. You need to be further back when you're walking. You're slow peeking. You need to be quick peeking, and your crosshair placement needs to be ready for the angle. These angles, imagine that they're there. Your crosshair is in the wall. You're not ready for what happens if he's here. So we got lucky that he was tucked in the box, but what happens if he's on an off angle holding? And that's when you start to get punished. Okay.
Nothing.
I mean, there's kind of a lot to say about that last little peek. I think I got most of the inconsistencies, right? Let's do a little summary. What did Glistening do well in the session? Util usage to an extent was not the worst. I think your smokes, for the most part, were decently timed. I like the way that you're actually using your ults. A lot of people struggle with not even using them. The fact that you're even using them for info is a step ahead of most people. I think just timing it a little bit different would be better. But what should Glistening spend time practicing before the next session? I think you're insta-crouching a lot. Every single gunfight you get into, you are tapping crouch. You need to either decide, am I going to commit to this gunfight with a spray? And if so, you should only be crouching after 2 to 3 bullets. You never want to hop right into a crouch. You only want to crouch if you do plan on committing. If you're planning on bursting, you want to strafe. Also, crosshair placement. You always want to have your crosshair placement along the angle that you're holding and not pre-aiming it too hard. I think that would be it. Yeah.
We know we in chatty, your channel is desolate. You at your peak and you'll never be relevant. Now we got beef and now I'm here to settle it. Channel ain't growing, you might want to pedal it. You want like